Hello, thanks for coming back. Right, I thought I'd give you another update of today's work. Got called out to a customer's property. It's not the same house. You've probably seen this house from some. I'm just killing two birds with one stone. Anyway, got called out to a customer's property just over 10 days ago now. Loads of noises in the loft after having some building work done. So went out. Customers been using traps, but with no success. No success. But again, it's different having an amateur doing something than using a professional. Obviously, we're knowledgeable and we've got the experience. So decided to put some stuff up in the loft. Some rodenticide up in the loft. Bromidinone to be specific. Sorry. We've put. Apparently, when the homeowner went up into the loft, she saw a couple of runs into the loft insulation, which is quite normal, to be fair. A lot of people think that rats just live in the ground, but in your loft insulation, and it's on the floor, it's technically just as good as the ground. Even though it's up there, it's on the floor. So again, because it's a Norwegian rat, a brown rat, it's a burrowing rodent, so it's perfect. Okay, so anyway, I'll turn this off now and I'll show you what I'm getting into the loft. It's not going to be the best camera, it's not the best video because it's in a confined space, and I'll show you what they've been taking. I'm hoping all you will see is just empty trays, and then what we do then is we'll come back out again in 7 to 10 days time, and then we replenish with what we've put down. If it's that bad, we'll double up. The lady did say she stopped hearing noises after about 10 days, so after about 7 or 8 days. For those who didn't know, rats suffer with something called neophobia, and what that is, it's a shyness to change in their environment. So for instance, if they was feeding out of a blue dog bowl, for instance, or a box or something, and we change that box and put the food into a different corner or in a different box, then potentially they cannot feed on it for up to 5 days. So they're not stupid old things, rats. They've been around, they've been around for a long time. So we always, say it's quite normal to still hear the problem for the first 4 or 5 days before the rodenticide or the traps and so forth. So let's see what we find, and we'll go from there. Again, apologies about the lighting. I already know what the loft will be like the time we go up, and we'll see how we get on. Thanks for watching.
Right, apologies for the lighting again. As you can see, we're entering the loft now, checking our trays, what we've placed out. It looks like the rats have had a whale good time. They've moved the trays out of place, and they've left, they're eating everything. Trays have been completely bare. So yeah, a little bit of a bigger problem than what we thought. So again, just having a look around. I know you can't really see much on the camera at the moment. The light's a little bit lighter there now, as you can see, completely empty. And there you can see a couple of the burrows there. When we go back around in a second, you'll see a little bit better idea. So again, just looking in the far corner, not many droppings in this loft. Just so you know, rat droppings are the size of a jelly bean, and a mouse droppings are the size of a grain of rice. So again, trays completely empty. Don't normally put stuff like that, open trays out on show there, but this is a loft space or an attic, and the customers had strict indication, so she's had strict advice to stay out of the loft until we come back. And obviously she's had a household information sheet to say that as well. So again, looking around now, checking just to see what's gone, making sure we've not missed anything before we do the next plan of action. I'm just trying to show you again, it's really hard to see on the camera because there's just nothing, it's a bit dark unfortunately, but we are in a loft space. So this is interesting now, the little runs there where they're going, just on the left there then, and then this one has been eating out that tray once it's flipped over, and it's been going. Can you just see the top of the camera? Again, do really apologise about the camera, but if you can just have a look at the top of the screen there, just where the torch is, you can see the run where it's been going in and out, so where that ventilation duct and coming back, and then it's been going into that run. So I hope that's gave you an insight. I'll give you an update again in 10 days time. Thanks for watching.